Farley Mowat, author of Sea of Slaughter. Farley Mowat was born May 12, 1921, in Belleville, Ontario. In 1942, the Second World War was underway. Mowat entered into officer training. He was later sent overseas to England. Then, in 1943, Mowat's regiment took part in the invasion of Sicily. In the midst of combat in Italy, Mowat turned to writing. This is when he began writing The Dog Who Wouldn't Be. In 1946, Mowat was discharged from the army. He then enrolled at the University of Toronto to qualify for the Veterans Educational Benefit. He graduated with a BA in 1949. In 1947, Farley Mowat married his first wife, Frances Thornhill. They raised two sons, Robert Alexander and David Peter, until their divorce in 1960. Mowat later remarried in 1965 to Claire Wheeler. In the summer of 1947, Mowat took a job as a government biologist in the Northwest Territories. His assignment was to gauge the extent to which wolves were responsible for the disappearing caribou population of the North. During his time in the North, he discovered that trappers, not wolves, were largely responsible for the decimation of the caribou herds. Then, in 1956, Mowat published his first story for children, titled Lost in the Barrens. In 1959, Mowat was still defending the native people of Canada's North and their environment through his publication of The Desperate People. In 1967, Mowat was living in Burgeo. He was saddened by the townspeople who used bullets and speedboats to torment a whale trapped in a pond. He leaves the province soon after and publishes A Whale for the Killing in 1972. In 1978, Mowat received the Queen Elizabeth Jubilee Medal for significant contributions to Canada. A major milestone for nature writers was in 1983 when Mowat's book, Never Cry Wolf, became a Disney feature film. In 1996, there was some controversy as to whether Mowat was stretching the facts. Saturday Night Magazine published a cover article by former Toronto Star reporter John Goddard, criticizing the author for stretching the facts in People of the Deer and Never Cry Wolf. He claims that Mowat had spent less time in the Arctic than he says. Mowat's supporters argued that while the author may have exaggerated the truth, he also did more to raise crucial awareness about the North than any other Canadian. In 2002, the Sea Shepherd Conservation Society, an international ocean conservation group, renamed their flagship the Farley Mowat. And in 2010, Mowat published his final book, Eastern Passage. He was also inducted into Canada's Walk of Fame. Sea of Slaughter is one of the books I am most interested in reading by Farley Mowat. It discusses how the European settlers of the New World and generations of their successors have exploited and massacred numbers of animal species. On May 6, 2014, Mowat died at age 92 in Port Hope, Ontario. Mowat seemed to be a person that had a passion to advocate for those who could not speak up for themselves. This can be seen through many of his books, which were about the harmful acts occurring in various locations that he had personally spent time in, no matter how long the time he spent there was.